So let's take a quick look at the periodic table. The periodic table is basically a list of all the elements in order of the increasing atomic number. Now the atomic number is the one here. So 3 for lithium, 4 for beryllium, just 1 for hydrogen, and this is called the atomic number. And it tells you the number of protons in each neutral atom. The other number we have is here, for example here, helium 4, neon 20, and this is known as the nucleon number. And this tells you how many protons and neutrons are in the atom. The other main structure of the periodic table are the groups, and it starts off here with group 0, and then we have group 7, 6, and so on. This is called the group, and this tells you the number of electrons in the outer shell of electrons. The other number we have is here, 7, 6, and so on, and this is known as the period number. So this is the period. And in 1 to 3 it equals the number of electron shells. And if we look at each shell, just 1 to 3, after shell 4 it gets a bit more complicated. We don't need to go into that detail at this moment in time. But if we look at the first 3 shells, so we take shell 1, 2, 3, and the number of electrons in each shell, in shell 1, when it's stable, it's got 2, and in the second shell it's got 8 to be stable, and in the third shell it's also got 8. Remember, this means that these are stable. You're going to give it stable or unreactive. Notice also how it's always pairs of electrons, and I've said before that electrons like to go around in pairs. They don't like being alone. If we take a look at an example, let's take oxygen as an example, and we can see that oxygen is in period 2, which means there are 2 electron shells. We can also see that it's in group 6. Notice here, group 6, which means that it's got 6 electrons in the outer shell. In order to become stable then, we need to, let's call it, add 2 electrons to make the oxygen stable. So we can say that the valency, which is how many electrons you need to add or take away to make something stable, the valency is 2. And another example, if we take carbon, we can see that it's got 4 electrons in the outer shell. So to become stable it would need to have 4. So the valency is 4. If we look at nitrogen here, this is in group 5. So it's got 5 electrons in the outer shell. To become stable, the 8 number, it needs to gain 3 electrons. So we say its valency is 3. So that's a very quick look at the periodic table.